Tirico in the booth with Greg Olson and Blake Grupe on the field to get this started. Off we go from Landover. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
18.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
First down.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
First down,
Here we go.
Texans.
Back to throw. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Right to the air goes Daniel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Commanders 1st down. A a give. Here's Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
This one, downfield for Kincaid. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Commanders. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Here we go. Tony.
From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw left side, going to be intercepted.
At the 39-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
On the handoff, it's Johnson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready?
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll swing this out to Johnson, and he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Quick throw, taken in, and a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Grupe's kick is good. And the Commanders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Grupe back out to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Stroud gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down for Houston.
down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
35-yard line.
On the tweak, right? 18.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second and 10.
All right.
Stroud gonna tuck this one on his own read.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. That's a nice pickup there.
It's gonna be third. They need one.
Two jet. All right.
Here's a run with their tight end. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. First down picked up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He's going to run at a time. They get to him and bring him down.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here we go.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. And the Texans are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the home.
And he's in! Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, go!
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you, that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Tag! 79!
Throwing on second down. Daniel. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a much more positive run here. That one's good for 10. But it's still going to leave him with a 3rd down coming up.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was roughed right at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
18.
To throw, it's Stroud. On the run to the right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. This a 57-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And the lead holds steady at 4.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
2nd and 11.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Texans 14.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. It's a toss as they look to run, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd down and 9.
Here we go. 18.
Now, Stroud. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
A nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Whoa. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll go again with Johnson. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go.
They'll throw with Daniel. Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On the zone read, here's Daniel. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. A big play there for Washington. 32 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's Daniel. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Commander. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
This returnable for Wallace. Now he hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
On the set. Ready? Ready, ready.
They'll run. Johnson. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 21. Here's second down and 9.
Ready, ready. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Throwing now. Daniel. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
70 Timberwolves.
Daniels now going to look to throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half.
The kicker on for the extra point.
He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
All right.
And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Josh Hines Allen there on the tackle.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
On the quick.
To throw is Stroud. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Third, they need 8.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
First down, Houston.
I'll give on the ground, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
All right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
All right.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is busted. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Commander. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big-time play for Houston. 53 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Throwing is Stroud. Forced out wide. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Come on.
On the give, it's Johnson. And a good run there. And getting 5 yards.
Down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4.
Go. Steady.
Another run here with Johnson. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Washington. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game. And 18 now on the season. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Next makes the score. Commanders 45. Texans 14.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, right.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Oh, right.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
2nd and 10.
On the quick, right?
Now, Stroud. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same than we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the ground, a 1st down run. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Ow, what's that? Hey!
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
All right. 118. What's that? Hey!
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Houston. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
This one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Hurry up! Here we go, here we go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison! Get up!
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Ready?
A run here with Johnson. Past midfield to the 45. And he will score again. Touchdown, Commanders. Making 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
All right. 18. That's it.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Stroud going to set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 30-yard line.
Shut up! Deputy Lion!
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Let's go! Ready?
Now a give up the middle. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Go!
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. There's a short one caught by Oakson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now! Cowboy!
Handoff here, up the middle, and that one set down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack to keep this to a no gain. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
They will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Movement!
A run on first and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Down and goal to go.
Go!
On third and goal, they'll run for it. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big. Forcing fourth down. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Drive will start on the ground. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
On second down, Stroud. Outright Smith-Njigba has it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down,
Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down and 8. Now a handoff, running right. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
he's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He's going to have a Texans 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. Flush to his right. Track him down. That ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
So it's a